Hey, how's it going everybody? So I recently uploaded a video of my tour from the zoo of the Unseen New Worlds video, but I didn't realize that the video cuts off abruptly at the end, so I went back in and I made sure I got the full clip, and I'm gonna upload it right now, so check this out. Hey you guys, so due to connection problems I usually get inside this building, I couldn't stream in there, so what I'm doing is I'm going to record it here on my phone, and then I'm gonna put it up separately from the stream so that way you can still see all of the zoo and make sure we see everything. So we're going inside Unseen New World, Creatures of the Americas. So this is mainly where they have like their amphibians, their reptiles, things of that nature. The warm tropical animals, as it were. So as you can see, we walk in. In 1492, Columbus sailed into the unknown and found a new world, the West Indies and the Americas. Just some examples of all the animals you might have seen. The unseen new world. Unseen, overlooked, ignored, despised, misunderstood. Journey through the new world and see these creatures in a new light. Your journey begins here. So it looks like we're starting off here in the West Indies, which is cool. So the fish that we have here we have the Royal Grandma, the Butter Hamlet, Clown Wrasse, Blue Tang, Slippery Wrasse, the Yellow Goldfish, Harlequin Bass, Blue Cronus, Hawkfish, the Queen Angel, so you can see all these guys in here, real pretty. Oh, looks like we got a couple of lobster hiding back here on the crevice. We got the big angel right there, and we got the queen, I think, right there. Oh look, we got a dog-faced puffer. Really cool. Turning over here, we got some land animals. The Rhinoceros Iguana. You see, they're just chilling there, relaxing, doing their thing. I think they have one male and two females, so I think this is probably part of the breeding program. Here we got the sign. Okay. Now, alright, looks like we got some more fish here. Ooh, we got the Indo-Pacific Lionfish. Pretty popular fish among aquarium owners. Really cool, but also very deadly. The barbs on its back are very poisonous, so if they ever sting you, it will, apparently it hurts really bad. And then here we got some friendlier fish. The chromis, line basset, neon goby, hawkfish, royal grandma, the basslet, jawfish, the blenny. Really cute little harmless fish. More aquarium based for sure. Alright, so now we're gonna head over here. Looks like in here we got some seahorses. And the pipefish right there. And so, a funny thing about seahorses is that it's actually the males who give birth and carry the babies. Interesting little unknown fact, or pretty common known, but you know. Oof. Cockroaches. They're definitely not something you want looking around here, looking in your house, but still pretty cool to see. At least through glass. Let's make that clear. Ooh, we have the giant Cuban anole right here. Look, he's looking right at me. He's looking at me like, huh, what is this weird guy with a doohickey in his hand? And then we got the other one right there. I wonder if there are any more. Let's see if we can look around and find them. Oh, there's a Cuban false chameleon and oh look, yeah, hidden right there. Cuban false chameleon. Pretty neat. Looks like here we got a couple more anoles and a frog, which you can see him right there chilling. Bringing these camera shy. Now, where is the Haitian giant anole that's supposed to be accompanying this guy? Little anole, where are you? Oh, I see him right back there in that little tucked away corner. Although I'm not sure if that's the anole or if that's something else. But that doesn't look like the anole. Yeah, that's not the Haitian giant anole. That is the... the Haitian giant Galley wasp. It's a type of lizard. So, that much is certain. And in here... oh, we got some little jellyfish. The upside down jellyfish, apparently. You can see him hanging out down there. So weird. They kind of live like coral almost, with their tentacles stuck out like that. Pretty neat. And in here we got our first snake. The Cook's tree boa. You can see the snake right back there. You can just see its coils kind of tugged up onto that tree. Pretty neat. Pretty harmless too. Alright, so now we're getting into North America, our homeland. Alright. So in here, we have the Beaded Lizard, the Spiny-Tailed Iguana, the Desert Tortoise, and the Chuckwalla. So it looks like here we have the rock iguana, right there chilling on the rock. We have the Beaded Lizard, right there. We have the Desert Tortoise, right here. And it looks like there are a couple other beaded lizards right there in the back. Just kind of chilling, getting a little bit of shade because they're hot. But I couldn't seem to find the Spiny-Tailed Iguana. Oh no, wait, that's the Spiny-Tailed Iguana. I forgot. What am I talking about? I couldn't find the Chuckwalla. That's the little guy I couldn't find. Yeah, still, that was cool to see. So now continuing on, North America. Ooh. Lots of people are familiar with this animal. This is the Eastern Diamondback Rattlesnake. And as you can see, it is now flicking its tongue. It's trying to get my scent. It doesn't look like it's rattling just yet, because it doesn't seem there's a threat. So, look at that big buffy head. Big, thick body. This snake definitely eats well. It's probably old too. I think it probably knows that oh look, he's getting a fix on me. He's picking on my body heat. Because the thing with rattlesnakes is that they're pit vipers, those pits right there on the edge of his nose, those are heat sensing pits. What those do is they send the heat signals from my body. It's kind of like, the way they see it, it's basically like infrared. So what he does is he uses those heat pits to get the location on the animal, and then he uses that forked tongue to get the scent, so he can figure out if it's a prey item or not. And he's either tracking the heat signature from me or from my gimbal. I'm not sure which, but he's definitely tracking them. but he's not gonna rattle, probably because he knows the glass is there, so he doesn't see me as a threat. Looks like here we got the banded rock rattlesnake, probably a smaller, more distant cousin. Alright, so by the look of it, it's white, it's mostly white with some, oh yeah, right under there. You can just see him hiding comfortably under the log. So, it's probably getting some shade from the sun to cool its body temperature. These little guys are common all throughout North America, the Gila monster. So you can see this guy, he's getting some sun to warm up his body temperature. But this one is chilling in the water to lower the temperature, probably because it was feeling a little too hot. Ooh, here we got some spiders. The famous black widow and the brown recluse. So you can see the black widow there in the lamp. I guess they probably do that to keep it for safety reasons for handlers. And the recluse they got in there. So that's pretty neat. Ooh, right here we have the Copperhead. And this guy is pretty active. This one's very active. It's probably trying to get the scent. It's trying to get the scent of something. Because it's smelling. Isn't that cool? My gosh, with that coloration under the leaves, you would never know it was even there. Oh, and here we have a really big animal. The alligator snapping turtle. Now this guy here hunts with an interesting way. So when it sits at the bottom of the water like this, it will usually have its mouth standing open. And it has this little pink thing in its mouth that looks like a worm. And they kind of use it as a lure. So when any fish come close enough to within range of this guy, just snap, grab it, like in a split second. Fish never even see it coming. Now clearly the fish in here with it are ones that are able to coexist with it, that the snapping turtle doesn't see as prey necessarily. So that's why he's not trying to lure them or attack them. And plus he's also probably familiar with the fact to know that now his food comes from the handlers. But here in this video you can see what I mean about the lure. That pink lure, it looks like a worm or something. So it sits there and when the fish come up, just wait for it, bang. Fish don't even have time to react to it. It's that quick. Yeah, that was really cool to see. So now moving on. We got another snake here, the Indigo Snake. Rare in the wild, indigo snakes are threatened by habitat loss, commercial collecting, and gassing tortoise burrows, their favorite retreat. It's got its head up, it's just kind of chilling, doing its own thing. Really cool. And beautiful, like beautiful scalage too. Like there's nothing wrong with that snake at all. It's in like prime, perfect condition. Oh, and here we got some tiger salamanders. I'm very familiar with salamanders. I used to catch them all the time as a kid when I grew up, which was really fun. Of course, sadly, they would die pretty quickly, unfortunately. But in here, we got the Blanchard's milk snake. So, despite the bold bands of color, you'll rarely see the secretive snake. At night, it searches the forest surface and beneath leaf litter for other snakes. It looks like it comes from somewhere in Mexico. I'm not sure exactly where that is. Oh, okay, it says here it comes from the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. So now I know there's a difference between the coral snake and the milk snake because they have it's like a certain rhyme that goes to let you know which one's more dangerous or which one's venomous or not. But I can never remember it.
Looks like here we got something called the Hellbender, which I'm guessing are these guys right here. I wonder if he's popping up to say hello. And then there's also something in here called a water snake, which I'm trying to find it, but I'm not sure where it is. Trying to find a water snake, but I can't see it. Must be pretty well camouflaged. Looks like in here, the cobalt crayfish. I used to catch crayfish all the time. And you can just see them right there. Right there on that inlet. Right there, just below the water, where the water's surface starts. So that's pretty neat. Looks like in here we have the giant whip scorpion and the desert hairy scorpion. So let's find out who's home. Okay, so that's the whip scorpion right in there, as you can see. And then the desert hairy scorpion has to be somewhere up here. See if we can't find him. Oh, actually, right there, underneath the cactus. Oops, wrong way to move. So you can see him hiding just there, underneath the cactus. Right there. You can just see his face and his front claws. Oh, and actually there's another one behind the cactus. Can't really see it that well. Hold on, let me see if I can get it better. There it is. You can just see that yellow coloration. They're pretty chill. They're not harming anybody. Now in here, we have probably a great fear for many people. A spider, more specifically the red knee tarantula. Oh look, and he's right there too. Luckily it's facing the other way, so I would not want this thing facing at me. Let's make that clear. I am not a big fan of spiders, you guys. So as long as there is glass between me and that spider, I am fine. So in here we got something called the Dragoncito and the axolotl, which are these guys here. Those are the axolotls. You can see them. And then the Dragoncito, which I'm guessing is the Spanish name for the lizard, is, where is he? He's gotta be on one of these branches somewhere. But, I don't think the Dragoncito would hang out in the water, because it looks like it's all boiled. It looks like it hangs out in the trees. I'm trying to look for like a tail or really any sign for him. But it doesn't look like the little guy wants to come out, so I'm not gonna bug it any further. And here we got a turtle, the Razorback musk turtle and the spotted turtle. So I guess that guy right there is the Razorback. Yep, that's the Razorback. And then we have the spotted turtle hiding just right here. Right there. He's got his body underwater, but you can see his nose is just above the water so we can breathe. And we got more turtles here. We got the yellow blotched map turtle and the spiny soft shell turtle. You can see the soft shell, he's hanging out right there, and the yellow blotched map turtle. There's 4 of them actually. They're hanging out all right down there. Oh, look, this guy's swimming right up to me. Look at that. Look, he's saying hi. Look, they're saying hi. Oh, look at the little nose on that guy. It's so cute. Alright, so now, guys, we're getting into South and Central America. It looks like we're starting with some frogs first. I know. I'm sorry it's dark, guys, but I don't want to turn on my light because I don't want to, like, I don't want to bug the frogs too much. Let's see if I can turn on my brightness if that'll help, but I don't think it will. But actually, if you look closely here, on the leaves, you can see the frogs. If you look closely, you can see them sitting there. There's another one. Alright, and these are the splendid leaf frogs and the Savannah Suriname toad. Now in here we have a Central American banded gecko in the annulated boa. Oh, I see the boa. He's curled up back there in the corner. I don't know if you can see him. Maybe from this angle you can see him a bit better. You can kind of make him out. Oh, and there's another one, which you can probably see better. Up in that corner, you can see his coils. And then the gecko is... Where are you, buddy? Where is that lizard? Oh, I'm not sure what the lizard is. And then here we have the we have the spiny-headed tree frog, and everyone's gonna recognize that guy, the red-eyed tree frog. So you got the spiny-headed tree frog sitting right back there on that branch. You can probably see him. And then the red-eyed tree frog. I think you can see them hanging right on the wall, right there, you guys. You can see them right there. There's two of them. They're kind of just chilling there. So that was cool to see. Now, everyone's gonna know what these next guys are. These are your short-tailed leaf-nosed bat. You know, I don't know what people have against bats. They're so they're so furry and cute. And plus, they're pretty family oriented. Alright. So now continuing on. We have the Mexican leaf frog, the Central American rattlesnake, and the Harlequin race runner. So right up there, actually in the tree. Oh, it's bright. Oof, there we go. So you can see the Central American. Oh, I said rattlesnake. My apologies. Correction. This is the Central American rat snake. That was my apologies. And then here we got the Mexican leaf frogs, and out there on the leaves. Then we have the Harlequin race runner, which I'm having a... Oh, actually there he is, hanging out on the back wall. See him chilling there? Neat. And in here, we have the Panamanian golden frog, the casque-head iguana, and the elegant helmeted iguana. So it looks like here we have the casque head, just there. And there, hiding up there near the top. That guy is the elegant helmeted iguana. And then somewhere in here, oh look, there's another elegant helmeted iguana. And just there, if you can make it out, oh, and I forgot they have the green and black poison arrow frog. You can see him right there on the leaf, on the tree. And look right there, down at the bottom of the tree, you can see one of the Panamanian golden frogs. And then right up there on that ledge, you can see the other one. Oh, And it looks like there are some more of the poison frogs hiding there in the back. Cool to see. And in here, we have more of the poison arrow frogs. And the rainbow boa. So there you can see the poison arrow frog. Another blue one hopping around right there. You might have just seen it for a split second. And then the rainbow boa is tucked nicely let's see if I can get a better view on him. Oh yeah, there we go. You can just see him kind of tucked back there, hiding on that ledge, getting a little bit of shade. And now, when it comes to snakes, this guy is like one of the ultimate predators of all snakes. Well, there's actually two major predatory snakes in here. The green anaconda and the red-tailed boa constrictor. Now, the anaconda is a water-based, can be water-based and land-based snake. So as you can see, this guy is curled up right there in the water, literally inches from me. If this glass was in here, this would definitely be within strike range for this thing to grab me. Now, this one isn't big enough to eat me necessarily, but this thing could definitely, probably kill me. And then the same thing back here with the red-tailed boa, who's a little more camera shy. You can just see the little edge of his tail, or her tail, depending, right there. And then part of its body around the corner. They're definitely not big enough to eat me, but definitely, probably strong enough to kill me. Alright, and moving on. Here we have some more fish. And apparently a crocodilian in here too. There's some fish. And the dwarf caiman. So as you can see, the fish are swimming around, and there's a turtle in there of some kind. Let's see if I can find out what kind. It's the spot-bellied side-necked turtle. According to the sign. Now the caiman, or the dwarf caiman rather, is, trying to find him. The dwarf caiman is either going to be in the water or up on land somewhere. Getting warm. But so far I have not seen him. Most of the time that's the way it goes with these things, is that they see you before you see them. What I have to remember is that this is a dwarf caiman, so it's going to be fairly small, not really that easy to see. So I just really got to try. And there's the turtle again. Try one more time to find him. And also what I'm trying to do is look on the surface of the water, see if there's any like eye break. Because most times with these guys, that only their eyes, nostrils, and ears can break the surface of the water. So I'm trying to see if I see any of that. You can tell me where it is. But I'm not seeing any surface break. Yeah, it looks like your dwarf caiman's kind of hiding.
Yeah, he's back there.
Oh, he's back there?
Yeah.
Oh, I see him now. Okay.
Sometimes one most likes to hide over there in the back. So
Okay.
it's a little bit hard to see.
Okay. Alright, so according to the keeper guys, the dwarf caiman is right back there. Let me see if I can zoom in and you can catch just the little bit of his back and his back leg. If you look, right? there. You can just see him. You can just see his back and part of his back leg. So that's where the caiman is. Apparently he's trying to get its body temperature back up. Here we got another frog, the waxing looking frog right there. And here we have the horned frog. Oh, right here. Gosh, I thought it was a rock for a second. I didn't even see it. Yeah, he's just hidden away right there. Right here we have another poison frog, the strawberry poison frog. Which I'm having a hard time finding these. Oh, you see, they're very small. You can actually see it right there. See that little guy. Oh, now you can probably see him because he's moving. Yeah, so that's him. And here it looks like we got a variety of animals. Some fish. Looks like there's a toad in here. A couple frogs. You can see one of the frogs right there, hiding up on that ledge. You can see a couple more back there. Oops. Camera shake. You can see one looking at me, and then one kind of has his head down behind the log, or behind that little stick. Then obviously down here we have our fish. Now over here we're getting into some bigger fish. And apparently there is a lizard in here called the Green Basilisk. So as you can see, the basilisk is back there. There you go. You can see his head. He just turned it. And you can see his body. There we go. So you can see that guy. And then we got the spiny-tailed turtle, the white spot river stingray, the triangle cichlid, the black iguana, the red Rhinoceros. Oh, guys, these are in rotation. Okay, so yeah, you can see the ray right here. The various fish. Oh wow, look at the ray. He's like, hey. So then you can see more fish there. More fish in here. Looks like these are just basically fish. I don't know if there are any lizards in here. Oh, there's some frogs. There's a Mexican leaf frog in here, which is neat. Okay, not sure where the frogs are, but so it looks like in here we got some real big fish. We got the spotted gar, the caiman lizard, the alligator, mata. So let's check out the size of these fish, guys. And this is just a continuation of that same one. Now this one has some other fish. fish there. Okay, so these are some snakes. The Hognose Pit Viper. You can actually see the Pit Viper right back there. You can just see part of its body curled up. You can see the eyelash viper right here. And then you got the jumping pit viper right down here. And down there. Looks like this is a kind of, okay, so this is like a staff area, but looks like they have a red-tailed boa in here. You can just see it curled up there. Oh, and you got another one here. Oh, and you got another one right here. You got another one kind of hidden in this little canal way. So that's at least 3. Apparently these were born here about a year and a half ago. And it looks like those are the only 3. Now finally, so gecko, some dart frogs, and a snake. So that is the South American bushmaster there. You can kind of see the dart frogs hopping around on the floor. Right about there, you can see them. You got a couple more right here. And then there was a gecko in here too. I'm trying to find out what kind it is. You guys. The yellow-headed gecko. This guy's probably going to be a little bit elusive and hard to find. So I'm going to have to look hard. I couldn't find the gecko. Looks like they got some frogs, more frogs here. You got the golden frog, the Puerto Rican crested toad, more poison arrow frogs. We didn't see the Puerto Rican crested toad, so we can take a look at him. Wherever he is. And these guys are really good at camouflage, ain't they? I'm not finding this guy for some reason. That's a shame. And that's a little aviary area out there. Got some more frogs and toads here. So they got something called a black and white tegu in here, along with a red-footed tortoise. So let's see. I'm guessing the tortoise is going to be somewhere on the ground. not seeing the tortoise. Maybe I can find the black and white teal. Well, unfortunately, I couldn't find the teal either, you guys. But well, at least I got this. All right, you guys. I will see you later.